Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
I Am So Kate Boutique. I Am So Kate Boutique will be hosting its Influencers Brunch and Shopping Experience on July 21st from 12 to 4 p.m. at the District Art Galleries in Houston, Texas. To find out more information on I Am So Kate Boutique and their upcoming Influencers Brunch and Shopping Experience, please visit the official website at iamsokate.net.
Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Hi guys, thanks for tuning into another episode of All Things Beauty. I'm one of your hosts, Naturally Kimby, and we have Amethyst, my co-host here, as well as Andrea Harrell.
Yes.
Okay, I had to make sure I pronounced that correctly. So yeah, we're gonna be actually talking with her about her brand and everything that she has going on. But before we start that, I just want you guys to know that we're going to be on Facebook Live for about 15 minutes or so. So make sure you tune in and comment with all your questions and comments below. Alrighty, ladies. So how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing well. It has been an amazing week. I have about 20,000 sorority sisters in town. It's been really crazy, long days, even longer nights, but it's been fun. I'm loving it.
From the glitter on your eyes, it looks like you're having fun. Good on your eyes and on your shirt. I have a story about
that, but we have Glamourotti in the studio, so I had to, pay homage to the name Glamourotti.
Well, Glamourotti.
Yeah, Glamourotti. Okay. Yes.
That's the new name.
Real close.
Yeah. I didn't get the memo.
She is
sparkling. I missed that one.
Bling, bling.
Yes.
I love it, though.
So usually we actually jump right into kind of what is on our lips today, since this is primarily a beauty show. And so since we're talking about the glitter on my eyes, this is actually by a female black-owned makeup company out of Austin, Texas. It's called Siren Noir, and they have some amazing electric shadows. And so I got them yesterday, and I've just plastered them all over my face. I'm not sure if it's really picking up here on camera, but it's kind of out, rimming my eye, and I'm loving it.
It's gorgeous.
It looks good. Yeah, it looks really good.
The pop.
But on my lips, I actually am rocking a Marc Jacobs lipstick with a brown liner, and the lipstick color is called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Oh, I love that name.
Yes, I know, cool, right?
Love it. Okay,
As for me, I always have a lip concoction. So we have a MAC Cork lip liner, MAC Sheer Mandarin lipstick, and then MAC Fulfilled Plush Glass.
Nice.
So, I'm always going to go for an orangey, nudish color, which I'm surprised you have on like a muted color today.
Well, because I have a lot going on upstairs, I can't, you know what I'm saying, do it too much on the lips. I could, but not for today. What about you, love?
Mine is kind of a concoction also. I'll say that. I like to try the beauty supply brands. So mine is a KT matte lip color.
Yeah,
it's a little pinkish. I'm not sure the exact name of it, but then I have a NYX color on top of it to kind of give it some
gloss.
And then a YSL gloss also. So yeah, it's like a high.
So is this like your everyday lip color kind of go to?
So I'm random.
Oh, okay.
So
You like to switch it up.
I do. I really do. Just depending on how I feel.
I'm all here for finding gems at the beauty supply store. These lashes that I have on are actually from the beauty supply.
Yes.
Oh, really? What number or what brand?
I have no clue.
Are they in like the blue bottom, clear top?
No, not that end.
Okay.
It's a little bit more higher end. It's like a black and gold box. They're like
Okay,
$3.99,
I've seen
and
that.
they're really good, and I really like them.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
think
do
those
that.
are
And I
the
get-
MIG one, the
Yeah.
MIG 3D ones.
I get compliments on them all the time. I'm like, girl, these are beauty supply lashes. But so I'm
And
all
those are your
here.
go-to lashes that you like to wear.
Well, I probably wear a different pair of lashes every day.
Uh-huh.
Depends on how I feel. So today I was feeling like beauty supply, I guess.
So you don't really have a favorite, is what I'm saying.
A favorite? Well, would be the Salon Perfect, either 614s or 615s.
Oh, okay.
Because those are cheap, they're easy to get, and then they're a little thin, but I double mines up.
Oh.
So you can get that mink effect by doubling them up.
Yeah.
And I love your lashes that you're rocking today.
Thank
What
you.
you got on?
Beauty supply too.
Girl,
Are they the
Beauty
same
supply.
black and gold?
They are. They're
Oh.
like 3D, but
Yeah, I've seen those.
I also like the blue package, the 605s. Those are my
Oh, the
go-to.
605s. Okay.
Love
I'm
605.
a M747 kind of girl. But I
like
have to look for
okay.
those 605 ones.
Look
though.
at the 60 because they're really wispy, but they're long also.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm into, the wispies. I love those little flirty, fluttery
Completely.
lashes. Actually, both of yours kind of have that kind of wispy effect.
Yeah,
But
I
I,
love
like
the
those
length of yours,
Ardell
though.
wispies
Thank
are my
you.
favorite. But those are a
Ardell
little too
wispies?
pricey. I can't really.
That's why it's Salon Perfect. You get like a 5-pack for like $4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Walmart.
Good go-to. So now that we've actually wrapped up a little bit of a lipstick and lash talk for y'all, we're actually going to tell you a little bit about what today's show is going to look like. So if you're a newbie to the show, here at All Things Beauty, we're actually going to be on this platform, which is Facebook Live, for the first 15 or 10 minutes. And then guess what? We're going to transfer off and go to some of our other platforms. So if you have any questions while we're right here on Facebook Live, make sure that you ask them. Or you can actually hashtag ATB or All Things Beauty with your questions or your comments, and we'll actually get right to you. But today we have Miss Andrea Harrell in the studio, representing Glamourotti. And so tell us a little bit about your business and your brand, Glamourotti. I love that
Wow.
name, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Glamourotti has been in the making for a minute.
Okay.
So I graduated from U of H 2006, so very, very long time ago. And my major initially was biology. I transferred. I said, I want something that really speaks more to my passion.
Yeah.
And so I changed my major to consumer science and marketing. So from there, I started really thinking about what I wanted to do as far as the creative industry. So I sought out some internships. I went to New York and I did a merchandising internship. I
Wow.
also did a wardrobe styling internship there.
What?
And my plan was to go back and live there. My dad passed away, so I ended up staying here in
sorry.
Houston. No problem. Things happen. And so I said, okay, well, what can I do here in Houston? So I ended up working with a fashion magazine here in Houston.
Okay.
At that time, it was Jones Magazine.
Yeah.
As the
I've heard of
wardrobe
him.
stylist there. We had a quick little reality show. And so then I started styling on my own. Then I went to LA and then came back here for family also.
Wow.
So I've had like a lot of different things, but with fashion and style, I really love to speak to a woman's heart. Like,
Okay.
what does she want to bring out from the inside as far as, her mind, her self-esteem, her goals, her lifestyle, her personality, and so just bringing the inwardness, that inner beauty out,
Okay.
which is, similar to everything, makeup,
Yeah.
hair, all of
And so
that.
the Glamourotti line consists of clothing, jewelry,
The
what pieces?
Glamourotti line is a service line.
A service
so
line.
we do services as far as styling, closet clean out, organization.
I need
personal
you this
shopping.
weekend.
I wish,
That
I
closet
wish I
cleaning
could.
stuff is big business now.
Okay.
They
'Cause
will
it's
hire
a
people
lot
to
of
like
Yes.
get your closet together.
Yes.
I need your first available appointment.
We can hook it
Seriously.
up.
Okay.
We'll
okay,
hook it
good,
up.
good, good.
We'll hook it up. Yeah, it's a lot of
Awesome.
work because also you need to see everything that's in your closet
Yeah.
so you can
So you'll wear it.
Exactly. So you'll wear it so you won't go to the store and purchase, other things that you
Yep.
already have. And so you can get in the closet, get out real
yeah,
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. We were talking about kind of closet cleaning out because I was recently looking at a documentary about like feng shui and just the Japanese or Asian model of like letting things go. And so you're supposed to like
Gotcha.
essentially hold a product or a clothing item in your hand brand. And if it doesn't immediately give you the good feelings that you need, then you're supposed to let it go. My problem is everything I pick up in my closet, I have good memories of, and I don't want to let go. You know, I'm like, oh my God, I wear this, you know, my first day of high school in 9th grade. Like,
you got to let it go.
You
Yeah,
can't even fit it.
Oh, girl, I would throw something away.
Really?
I will throw stuff away.
Well, then I regret it.
Like literally, like every season, almost.
Oh,
That's
That's how I was like raised. Like, okay, it's spring cleaning. Let's get this stuff out. Take it to church. Take it to the women's shelter. Like, this stuff gotta go. Like that's a little too small. Let's just go ahead and let it go.
So are you a minimalist?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Shoes, no. Clothes, yes.
Really?
Makeup,
so
no.
Interesting. And I think I was surprised because
That's
a lot of
key.
your things, from what I can tell, are really nice, high quality. So it surprised me that you recycle through them so quickly. And you're also a petite woman. And so I know it can be sometimes a challenge to find things in either really small or really large, like, sizes. So that's why I was like, really, I'm surprised.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes I think it was just more about how I was just raised. Because it's like, let's get up. It's spring cleaning. Like, it's time to change. Like, even like I'll throw a lot of stuff out. Underwear stuff every so often I'm throwing it away.
That's good, because you do have to prepare for the new, so you have to release, you know, something. Oh, I had a good friend of mine. She's a home detox specialist, so she'll just come to your home and say, you know what, it's time to rid yourself of everything. You know, so like you said, you can have that new energy flowing through and just kind of be ready for the newness. So yeah.
Awesome. So how did you know that styling was like your life's work, that it was your true passion?
Wow. I didn't know myself.
Okay.
I think God spoke that through my dad, actually. And so he would see me when I was really young playing with like dolls and like switching up the clothing and everything. And he was like, okay, that's really interesting. And he had an affinity for clothing and wardrobe as well.
Oh, he was stylish.
Yeah. Yeah, like tailored suits and, you know, like back in the day. So, you know, he was the one who actually helped me find my internships when I went to New York. And so I think he said, okay, well, I'm going to pour into you because this is your gift. I wouldn't have thought of it as a career if it wasn't for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I
really
love
good.
that.
Shout out to the dads out there.
Okay.
Right.
Well, yes, absolutely. So now, speaking of clothing and all things beautiful and fabulous, we'd like to take a really short break here and let you all know that this portion of the show is actually sponsored by I Am So Kate Boutique. I Am So Kate Boutique will be hosting its Influencers Brunch and Shopping Experience on July 21st from 12 noon to 4 p.m. at the District Art Galleries. Guests will be able to enjoy this season's latest fashions and beauty products as they shop in the vendor room. They can also enjoy sounds from an amazing and popping DJ while sipping on bottomless mimosas and enjoying a panel discussion on influencers and fashion. To find out more information on I Am So Kate Boutique, please visit the official website at iamsokate.net. Thanks, ladies.
Thank
So
you.
how apropos, right, for the show.
Perfect.
So I love that your dad really influenced you to explore your passion even more. I worked in college and career guidance for quite some time, and one thing that a lot of parents expressed about their children who are more on the artistic side and really want to explore their artistic interests and passions was that they did not see a clear path for that career-wise. So was it, I know your dad was on board, but was it also kind of getting your family to buy into the concept of you being a stylist and doing, you know, like how did that?
Yes. It's scary.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's definitely not a clear path, especially for, you know, if you're here in Houston.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I have traveled around a bit. But yeah, so my dad was the one that was like, go for it. And my mom is like,
Okay, a little more
about.
apprehensive. Yeah.
Exactly. But I do think it's great for parents to encourage their children, but for the parents to say, you know, it's not that I don't believe in you, but I just want you to have something to fall back on.
Right.
You know, so, you know, delve into that creative vibe and your dream and your passion and your purpose, but also, you know, something maybe a bit more technical, you know, at the same time.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So this was just you providing, I guess, a little bit of advice for those who are maybe in the same position.
Right.
But if you could talk to maybe some budding stylists or people who are really interested in the fashion world in general, what advice would you have to tell them, especially if they're down south, about moving? Because I know that can be such a challenge for a lot of people.
Definitely. I say do it. I mean, and before you I would say before you are afraid,
Yeah.
maybe utilize social media and, chat with some people that you admire on social media
Yes.
about some opportunities or about some things that they, think you should be aware of or things that they think you should do. And maybe you can hustle up an opportunity before it's even time for you to move.
Yep, networking. So
Most
my
definitely.
question is that I think I'm a pretty stylish person, but I wouldn't consider myself to be a stylist. So how do you, I guess, get from one to the next, or how is it different? Because I mean, people say, "Oh, well, how would you put this outfit?" But I wouldn't say, "Oh, I'm a stylist."
Really, I mean, it's just about getting paid for what you do. That's pretty much it, So it's like if you're styling certain people often, or, if you have jobs, if you've been published, that's pretty much it. And also it's a lot of stylists that may not necessarily get paid, because full time I teach because of the opportunities here in Houston, are few and far between.
Yeah.
So it's just making sure that you keep yourself active, maybe doing those photo shoots or, staying abreast of what's going on online, social media,
Absolutely.
working with people. Just
So it
putting
kind of
yourself
sounds
out
a
there.
lot like the makeup world, in order to keep working, you need to be putting yourself out
Oh,
there.
you
you gotta
to.
market
Different
yourself.
platforms and marketing yourself.
Yes.
It's very similar in that regard.
Most
I love
definitely.
that. Okay, awesome. So tell us a little bit about kind of what inspires you to keep this going. As we just mentioned, here in our city, in Houston, it's the 4th largest city in the U.S. Lots of
Right.
industries are really amazing and popping, but I feel like sometimes in the artistic realm, they're not as successful as, say, a New York, an L.A.
Right.
So what inspires you to keep going in a city like Houston?
I would say I don't even think of the city. I just
okay.
think of the nagging within my
Yeah.
spirit, within my soul, just to, keep pushing for what I know. Like there have been times where I've just said, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then, it just continues to nag at me, or I'll get these ideas, and so I have to say, okay, let it go. Whatever happened in the past, new opportunities. It's a new day. So keep it moving, keep pushing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get it.
Definitely some motivation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're at this point in the show where we're actually going to say goodbye to our Facebook Live viewers. But before we go, I just want to reiterate that where we can be found on social media. We'll start with our guest.
Yes, you guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Merce Harrell. So that's the @ MERCEHARRELL.
Oh, I love it. Once again, I'm Amethyst Black, and I can be found on all social media platforms. Well, really just Facebook and Instagram at Amethyst Black Artistry.
Alrighty, and of course, I'm Naturally Can Be everywhere at Naturally Can Be, except for Facebook. I'm not on there.
And once again, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in with us for another week and another episode of All Things Beauty. Now, in order to hear the rest of this interview, once again, remember you're going to have to go check out our other platforms. And also, for our Facebook Live viewers, we ask that you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show on iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. And if it's on your heart, please do donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Thank y'all for
Alrighty.
watching. You have a blessed week. See you next week, y'all. Nice. Okay. So now I'd like to know, because what you do, it sounds amazing. And I want to know, have you worked with any particular kind of celebrities or pseudo-celebrities? And if not, who do you want to work for or with in the future?
Yeah, my list is long. Okay. Well, when I was in New York, I interned for June Ambrose. She's a super big.
Stop.
Yeah.
Mama June, she's
There you
always
go.
looks good.
Oh my God. Just like a
And she
dream.
had a show.
She did. Yeah,
reality
she
show.
did. And so that's one of the people who influenced me like so much, because when I was in high school, I was like a music video addict.
Yeah.
And so every video that I would see that I loved the fashion, I had a notebook and I would write down the video and the director.
Wow.
And so when I went to New York, I knew it was her that styled it. Actually, a friend told me, hey, that's June. That's so I was like, okay, let me try to get in where I could fit in. So I found out where her office was and the phone number. I probably called there for like 3 weeks.
Wow.
And finally, they got me in for an interview, and she hired me that day. But
What?
I was persistent.
Yeah.
Like,
So this was this before like Google was really big and you could just like Google somebody right quick and be like, oh
this was like this was like 05, 06.
Yeah. So right before this was the big thing.
Social media.
Yes.
Yeah. So that really speaks to your persistence and your, ability to just keep going.
Completely.
I love that.
Completely. I was like, man, I got to get in there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now, who do you want to work with in the future?
She's probably gonna say Beyonce.
You know what? No, I just want to admire Beyonce.
Oh,
yeah.
Like Queen Bee, you could whatever you do and what you have, like I just want to admire it.
Yeah.
But I actually want to work with some guys, like some professional athletes.
Okay.
Like I love Harden style, James Harden style.
Really?
I would love to work with him.
Okay.
Like the Rockets.
I haven't seen
I
him
wanna
out and
style
about.
on
That's
the
what I was
Rockets.
gonna say. I've only ever seen him in a jersey.
Yeah, when he accepted his MVP award.
Oh, he had some kind of red ensemble.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really?
So that was a nice suit that he had on. Chris
Okay.
Paul had on a nice suit. Actually, also would want to style for like Gabrielle Union.
Okay.
I was just gonna say that there are some celebrities that I feel like need stylists, which they probably have them,
Oh, they do.
But yeah,
but
to
it just
tweak some
doesn't
things.
speak to me.
Yeah, just to tweak a few things, you know.
Absolutely.
So yeah, some of the black actresses, and maybe some of the more positive, not social media artists, but reality show actresses. You know, just to cultivate,
Yeah.
and
That's
help
awesome.
them bring the positivity that could be on the inside outward. I would like to work with those people.
Because I'm telling you, styling really does make a difference.
Yeah.
Gabrielle Union, since we actually just mentioned her, I love her. Her physique is stunning. She's a beautiful woman in general, but I've seen her in some amazing pieces that flatter her, and then maybe some not so amazing pieces that maybe it's the tailoring or the color or whatever it is. And I'm like, oh, wow, and
Yeah.
it takes away a little bit from just her aura and just her being so fabulous.
Completely.
So styling really does matter.
It
Y'all
changes
listen out there.
everything.
It really does.
It's a walking billboard.
Yes.
That's how I see it. So it changes everything.
Absolutely.
completely. And your attitude.
I two things that have actually just come to mind. I want to ask about men and then bridal styling. So with regard to the men, for me, it seems like it would be really challenging to style men. Because
It's much
a woman,
easier.
Easy. I
It's
would think it would be
easy.
easy. Because the
It's
pants
much
go with the
easier.
shirt, and I think I think it would be easier.
From my experience, also, like I agree, it's easier because they're more apt to listen to what you as a
there
woman
you go.
suggest.
There you go.
And
Yep.
some people say, well, men don't have as many body image issues, but if you're suggesting, hey, this will look good on you because of your build, your body type here and there, and you know how to shop for them, they're like, okay, whatever you say, I'm gonna put it on.
I think it'd be easy.
Okay.
Speaking of men, what do you think about Cam Newton? I don't understand what
Lord.
he be having going
Oh,
on.
I love
And
Cam
that was
Newton.
that was
Like-
improper grammar, but I just don't understand the hat,
I'm not with
like
it.
that big.
I love
those
it.
Big yard
See,
cutting
okay,
hats.
I can't be down on Cam. He's a fellow Taurus, and
Okay, but I'm just saying I don't want to be seeing my man with a grass cutting hat on. That's the hat that you wear to
Stop.
keep the sun.
right. I mean, I think
And then
I
the
love it
shorts
because he's
with
just.
That's what I was about to
The
ask
shorts
about.
with the long
LeBron
socks,
has picked that up too.
Because
Those shorts.
to me, if you're gonna have on long socks, just put on long pants. I mean, I was just saying that's just for me.
like if you're gonna cover your legs up, cover them
Right,
up the
like
right
you got
way.
shorts on, so your legs are high, but your ankles cold.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
Well, my thing with it is for me, fashion is art, so
true.
I feel like they're being out of the box,
Yeah.
like it's sometimes when you see an abstract painting, it's just random, right? And so for them, it's random, but their confidence, I'm all for it. I
Okay.
love it.
And
So,
like, who's the other guy? What's his name? Russell Westbrook.
yeah,
That's who
they're pretty all similar as far as their style. Yeah.
But I've recently seen LeBron pick up the short situation when he walked out of the press
and he had
conference.
a Merce.
Yo,
He
that
had
was
the
my next
Merce,
question. What do you
and
feel
he
about
had
the Merce?
kind of stocking socks on?
What do you feel about the Merce, Mercedes?
I'm against it. I am.
What are
against,
Mercedes' views about the Merce?
Merce and the Merces?
Yeah.
I'm against it.
I feel like I'm not a fan of the Merce.
Okay.
I don't want to see you carrying a satchel.
Okay.
I love a backpack.
Yeah.
Or I love something that's, longer, like
A work
longer,
bag.
exactly, longer work bag. But
Briefcase.
A briefcase, yeah.
I
you
don't
wanna
want
wear-
you carrying it on the inside of your elbow.
We both walking down the street, honey.
We don't need that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, wait. Give it as soon as we gotta break real quick because I got a story to tell y'all. Alrighty, this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. I said style.
It's all right.
Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Baptiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Asandra Baptiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. Alrighty, thank you, Dr. Baptiste. So, the funny story is, I was hanging out with my friends, and this really nice, good-looking couple walks in. The guy has like a clutch. I'm guessing it was like, but and so my friend, she makes this joke. Oh, he must have a lot of money, because his bag was full. It was full of something. The woman didn't have anything. He was the one carrying the bag.
Oh, it was hers. He was carrying her.
No, ma'am. It was reminiscent of like what's like the men's like travel bag where they keep like their toiletries and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
But I think it was like leather, and we were just really. I was like, I mean, he had his. You know how
He
you
had
know,
bands in there.
But to me,
hilarious.
I mean, either men have been wearing wallets for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Maybe not the hundreds. I don't know. But I don't feel like why all of a sudden now you need to have a need for a purse. I'm sorry. It was a clutch.
Phones. First, there were
All
just
he
little
was
pages that
missing-
could clip to you. Now they got large phones that almost look like a tablet.
Only thing
Where's the brother gonna put it?
Only thing he was missing was the little ring that went around his wrist,
Oh,
so
Lord.
it wouldn't go away. Like he would still have access to it. I was just like,
You know, maybe
My
he's a
man
new
is not
dad. He got
carrying-
wipes and a diaper in there. Like you never
my
know.
man is not carrying a purse.
Here's the deal. I feel you because I agree. Not feel
Today,
you,
not
like,
tomorrow,
completely.
not next week.
So in couture fashion, during the runway shows, the men usually always have a bag.
Yes, come
And
educate us.
so
A bag, yes. A purse, no.
they have Merces.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
they carry
That's
the
where we
Merces
got it
down
from.
the
That's where
runway.
they got it from. I mean,
yeah,
hey.
and so especially people like
High fashion.
LeBron and who watch these shows and go to them, they want to emulate what they see on the runway instead of kind of translating it to every day.
Yeah.
Which is what
Yeah.
I feel, maybe making it a little more masculine, but men's high fashion is getting more unisex also.
I also feel like, so a couple of years ago, the NBA required their players to wear more, I guess, not street clothing. I remember that being like a big thing that
Right.
NBA did. They had to wear suits in order to like travel with the team. No more like sportswear and jeans and tennis shoes. But I feel like that's, for instance, LeBron, we were just talking about him. I feel like that's not LeBron on an everyday like situation. Like I saw him on the Shade Room actually today, going out with his wife Savannah and Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian. He didn't have a Merce, so I'm like, maybe this is just something that he's trying to do in order to like emulate
getting
high
caught up
fashion.
with them.
But I'm like, I don't feel like this is, unless it's like a Kardashian influence. But I'm like, I don't feel like this is LeBron.
Well, the way that he picked up that Merce and walked out of that conference, like
It was
like
his
like
and him.
somebody's mama that
Yeah.
doesn't got mad. He was like, I'm ready. Like
He really did. He
that's
really
all I'm
did.
saying.
That's interesting.
I don't think it's needed. Just put whatever you need to put in your wallet. I mean, you're a celebrity. I'm pretty sure that you don't need to have cash. You could walk in anywhere, eat for free.
Yeah, just your
people are
card real
giving
quick,
you
yeah.
things. I mean, you're secure. You don't have to have that.
They want the statement. They
Yeah.
just want the look, the fashion
And I mean, I just don't know
statement.
how I feel about me and my husband or whatever. We both going into Gucci. I get a bag, you get a bag. No.
Matching, you and Bae.
No,
Relationship goals.
You better get
Hashtag.
some shoes, a wallet, a belt. No, you can't get a bag too.
So do you feel like psychologically it would affect his masculinity, or that is something else going on there?
I don't know what I would think, but I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna tell you.
It's like, no, it's over.
to put that Merce up, and put that in the back of the closet, way in the back. That's just I'm not feeling that.
No coming out the
Gotcha.
closet in that regard. No pun intended, but just
I just backpack or a work bag.
yeah.
And maybe a
But I always
pouch over your
see
shoulder.
men as minimalists. So what all do you need?
So do you rather him wear a fanny pack?
I don't want you to wear
I'm
nothing.
just
I'm
saying.
saying the fanny pack with the little over the shoulder.
So a
you know,
shoulder
we
pack.
could do that.
Prove to me what you have in there, and maybe I'll let you. Because I mean, women, we be having stuff.
Like, I better not
We be having stuff. What is in
He's
there?
carrying. I told you what the man is carrying. Now he got have room. I think you're too judgmental.
I think that no. Show me what's in there. Open like at the club. Let me see what's in your purse. Let me see. And then if it's some
Flashlight.
good stuff in there,
Hilarious.
I'm gonna let you keep it.
He probably got some old church mints. You know. You never know.
What's those matches? Pack of
Matches. And now if he has some matches, now I really have questions.
You know, like when you leave the restaurant, you take the
Oh
mint
yeah,
and the
I
matches.
forgot about that. Restaurants still do that, huh?
Girl,
Papa Do's has
thank
them.
you.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm a
They ain't
I
ran out
always
yet?
take the matches from Papa Do's.
See?
For what?
To
light
Candles
your-
at home?
light your
Candles.
candles.
Exactly. You burn your fingertips.
Forever.
No, you get you one of
gotta
them little
do-
I
electric
need the
lighters.
matches
You
for
gotta
my
do it
candle.
quick.
I like
Yeah.
them.
There you go. See, mama know what's going
Y'all
on.
are funny. So I have a question for you,
Yes,
Miss
yes,
Merce.
ma'am.
So I'm a working makeup artist. We both are. But I have been looking at ways to expand my business. And so I want to know what you think about this idea. Something that, and I don't know if other artists or other people do this who work with a lot of brides, but I've been thinking about doing bridal styling. So sometimes a lot of brides that I meet are usually under 35, usually like more younger women. And on a daily basis, they're not wearing like full undergarments and like things that you would typically have to wear under a wedding dress.
Okay.
And so I've been thinking about offering like bridal styling in a way to like essentially like pick out your undergarments, things that you need before you know you get in your
Definitely.
dress, or maybe after, or the shoes, like whatever it is that you need, the accoutrements, little details
Definitely.
that aren't really associated with the dress itself, but underneath
important.
and around. What do you think about
I
this?
love it. Do
Okay.
it. I mean, because that could just help you with a full service protocol,
Yeah.
you know, for the clients that come to you and they're like, okay, I know that Amethyst is going to take care of
Yeah.
everything. I don't need to worry about, okay, if I forget my Spanx
Yeah,
or if I
exactly.
need to have a strapless bra and this one is wrong, or if I might need to tape my boobs
Mm-hmm.
instead of, you know, yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
That's
The
true
more
because
you
most
can
of the time
offer.
I agree with that. I didn't mean to cut you off, but when you do their makeup, I'm thinking that they're probably this is before they put their dress on. So
Completely.
yeah, they would need to know that because I've
Most
seen a couple of brides when their cup is like, I'm like, girl, you got to do that. Hit the Kim K with the tape
Yes.
because I use that tape technique.
Really?
Me too.
I do.
You have to.
It's
Wow.
painful coming out. We got to get some masking tape. But
So not the duct tape.
oh, girl, you're not
Both.
gonna have
I've
no
tried
nipples
both.
if you do.
Really?
Wait, can I say nipples? Okay.
It's a body part.
Girl, not duct tape, like masking tape.
Oh wow. Wow.
I've tried both. I've done my waist, you know.
I saw, so speaking
Yeah.
of weddings and bridal styling, I was getting a bridesmaid ready, and she went in the dressing room, like, you know, the robes that the bridesmaids usually wear, you know, looking one way, and came out snatched
That's
to
it.
the highest snatchativity. I'm like, what just happened in the last, like,
A
10
magic
minutes?
trick.
Sweating and all. I'm like, girl, what were you doing in there? I was taping. I'm like, what? That was the first time I had heard of this. And it did work. It wasn't any lines. It
That's-
wasn't. And then she put her Spanx over the tape
To
And
make
that's
it
it.
even more tight.
Yeah.
and even more tight.
And I'm pretty sure she was a little bit uncomfortable by the end of the
That's
night.
what I think. I'm like, if you sitting down, it's rolling up on the side. How does
Well,
that
you
work?
gotta start from the right area.
Oh,
but
okay.
you know, hey, once you get that dress on and that silhouette, you know, it's worth it.
And it did work. Everybody was just in awe. I was like, girl.
Yeah.
I saw it from off Instagram from Kim K, and I said, well, if this lady who has definitely got a boob job is doing this, me without my boob job needs to be doing
Let me
it.
try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel ya.
But you're right. It does look. It just looks nice in clothes. You want to make sure that your garments and stuff are particular enough so that you look well, especially on a day like a wedding day.
Most definitely.
Like, you don't want to be caught slipping on your wedding day of all days to be caught slipping. You know.
That's true.
I think it's important too, guys, because y'all are makeup artists. So I'm sure that you want your clients to take care of their skin first
Yes,
and foremost. That's the
yes.
foundation. And for styling, the undergarments are the foundation. So if you're there and you're like,
Good
okay,
point.
you have this lovely dress,
Yep.
but the foundation is not correct, it's gonna look whack.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna walk down the aisle and be like, So yeah, I love that idea.
and then also you have like 50 million other things that I'm sure you're worried about, and the last thing that you want to
Yeah.
worry about
Or
is
draws.
your
yeah,
You know.
oh,
like,
I forgot.
Spanx.
I forgot
Like,
not put on high peak underwear.
Yeah.
That's
you know, or
right.
something.
completely.
Absolutely. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
It's a good idea.
Okay.
Okay, Am.
Good. So tell us a little bit, without giving too much information away, of where you see your brand in the next maybe 5 to 10 years.
Ooh, so awesome. Okay. 5 to 10 years, I would love to have like a style philosophy show, like really talking about the inner workings of style, like how we were talking about, you know, the merce, but why is a man really wearing a merce? You know, what's up with that? So like a talk show, like how you saw Bevy Smith do the two guys. I would love to do a talk show on TV like that. Yeah. And I love kids. Like I told you, my day job is teaching. So working with kids to unearth their self-esteem and their style, you know, non-bullying. So doing more of that.
And that is so, it's so amazing and also impactful, because even without being, you know, breaking the bank, a kid could still, you know, express their style and their personal flair, you know, in certain clothing pieces. So I feel like that's so necessary. And oftentimes at that young age, they don't understand where, how, if, you know, they can really express that. But having a professional like you go into a school or an after school program and sharing with these kids, I think that would be phenomenal.
Completely.
Yeah, especially these young kids. I have a little brother, so I hear him, and a lot of kids just associate being stylish with having on a certain name brand, which is definitely not true.
Not at all.
Just because you have a name brand does not mean you're stylish. Just because it's designer does not mean that you're stylish. It doesn't mean it's put together properly.
Not at all.
So,
I agree.
That's my tidbit on that.
I'm so with you on it. Yeah.
Oh, alrighty. So this portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Shout out to The Sphere.
Yes.
We are. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world and build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send us an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
Awesome. Okay. So now, Miss Mercedes, I have a question for you, because as an artist, and Canvey, maybe you can chime in on this as well. I don't know what your process is, but for me, in order to stay connected to my creative side, because I work in education like you do full time as well, which is usually not as creative, at least in the realm I work in.
I agree.
And so it's like, in order to, I guess, kind of keep my creative juices flowing, if you will, I like to look at art pieces. And it doesn't have to be like at the Museum of Fine Arts, but it can be, excuse me, maybe anything on Instagram that I'm looking at. I recently watched a documentary on Netflix, actually, talking about how major fashion and beauty houses kind of draw inspiration. So like Pantone, you know, that releases the color of the year over year. Where does that come from? Like, how are they, you know, what happens behind the scenes? And so I love that. So things like that really just kind of keep my creative juices flowing.
Right.
So what do y'all do?
Oh, man, that's been something that I've been trying to delve into a bit more.
Okay.
Like I'm 8 months pregnant, as you guys see.
8 months?
Yeah.
Really?
So
you
they
look
can't
great.
see it.
Oh.
No, you can't tell because you look great. Wow, go mommy.
But yeah, that I was just thinking about that yesterday. I was hopping out the shower and I was like, man, I want to get creative because it's nothing like feeling that creative energy, you know?
Yes.
So it had been kind of a downward slope maybe the past month and a half, just trying to get things done.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. One thing that really inspires me is just music. I have to vibe out to different music.
Yeah.
And when I hear it, I feel a certain way, and then I, you know, can kind of see different things. Even when I'm, you know, pulling looks for when I have clients or for myself, if I have an event or something, I have to listen to music.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite artists to help me get really creative would be Harrell and NERD.
Of course.
So, yeah. Music is one of my things.
I like that.
I'm here with the music. I think I draw inspiration from other people a lot because I'm that person that's like always on Instagram, and I'll see something, I'll say, okay, I like that, but maybe I could take that and tweak it and make it look different or adjust it for me.
Yeah. For
so
yourself,
I'm always looking for, because I guess like a walking kind of model. Okay, well, I like that, but I would switch it and do it like this. So I draw a lot of inspiration from people like that as well.
Okay, cool. Well, for the last few minutes of the podcast, I want you to share with our viewers some styling etiquette, if you will. I feel like as a makeup artist, there's makeup artist etiquette. Y'all do not ever come to an appointment without your brows done, unless you're going to see an artist who actually will also groom your brows as well. But for instance, if you're in a wedding, don't come needing a full brow job done. I think it's just rude. You're looking at me crazy. Why?
I think the most important thing is not to be on your phone.
Well, yeah, that's one. Well, yeah, that's one thing. But you rather them come to the appointment with bushy brows, ungroomed? That doesn't bother you?
I've never had a situation like that.
Oh, I have. Especially the more mature, older ladies don't understand, like, grooming brows is, like, a part of just grooming.
I might be out of the mature lady business. And I did my grandma's makeup.
Aw.
She complained the whole way.
Why?
Because she's a mature lady.
She wanted what she wanted.
Was she
She
looking?
got exactly. No, you don't get no mirror.
Well, see, okay, that's on the third. So no bushy eyebrows. Don't be on your phone, and don't be looking in the mirror the whole time. That's very. And also, don't bring other people to your appointment. This just happened to me 2 weeks ago.
And not your kids either. This is like the nail shop. Your kids can't be here.
Kids actually don't bother me as much as long as they're well behaved.
What if they're bad kids?
Well, I haven't encountered bad kids.
Oh, okay.
If they have bushy brows, they don't have time for bad kids. Maybe that's my trade-off. That's what I've been dealing with, y'all. No, but like bringing other people, I did a bridal consultation, and she was so sweet, but she didn't wear makeup a lot. And usually I encourage my brides to at least bring one person. She brought an entourage. It was like 5 people to the bridal consultation. And I was like,
too many.
With cameras the whole step of the way.
Too many people.
So did you book her as a client?
No.
Oh.
She wanted to continue with the contract, and I was like, actually, at this time, this is not what I'm... Because they were all 5 of the people she brought were in the wedding. So I'm like, this is going to be a repeat on the wedding day. Nah, sis.
Well, y'all heard that.
And at this point in life, where I am in my artistry, I can say no. You don't have to take every single person
course.
that comes
Oh,
your
yeah,
way.
of course.
That's very true.
And I'm okay with that. I am so okay with that. So those are some makeup styling and not styling, but makeup kind of, tips that you want to make sure that you're doing if you're wanting to be in terms of etiquette. But if you can give some styling etiquette.
Sure. You know what? Styling it can be so intrusive.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you really just have to
body.
be comfortable with, someone looking at your whole body.
Yeah.
So with my consultations, I just really ask a lot of questions to the women and ask them, what are you comfortable with on your body? What is something you want to accentuate? What are things that you aren't comfortable with? Where it's a complete no-go.
Yeah.
Or what is something that you'll kind of be available for me to pull you out of. I also ask questions and, try to get to know their personality.
Yeah.
Are they more happy? Are they, a bit more subdued? Do they want professional style? Do they want to be quirky? So I just ask those questions to the clients.
Absolutely.
So we can go from there.
I have a question.
Oh, yes. What's your question?
For you. Okay, so my thing about me being very small, very petite is that I like to wear pants. I think that pants accentuate the little bit of whatever shape that I have. So I don't really, if I have to pick, I'm probably going to pick pants or jeans.
Okay.
So do you think that that's a good choice?
It definitely is a good choice because there's different silhouettes. You can wear whatever you want as long as you are clear with the silhouette for your body type. So with you being petite, I would just say try to steer clear of really wide leg pants because it can make you look shorter. And then if you do wear them, if you let's say if you have a high-waisted wide leg pant, you might want to make sure you have a nice high heel to pair with it, so your pants won't be dragging on the floor.
Right.
She don't always be in heels.
Like a
She'll be
nice
buried in
slim
heels.
cigarette pant
My
is
favorite.
perfect.
And it makes me give me a little pooch in the back, and then
There you go.
I'm busty in the front, so it's just like I'm just all kind of But I'm glad that I thought about that. I was like, am I right? Because people always know I'm gonna have pants on.
Okay.
Jeans are my favorite because I would like to accentuate, and I don't want to look frumpy or I don't have any shape at all.
Completely.
So I really kind of steer away from a lot of dresses or skirts unless they're kind of form fitting.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and your body, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So that's great. You may not want to wear an A-line skirt or something that's really ruffly or something that wears
it
a
just
lot
makes
going
me look
on.
like I don't have nothing
Yes,
going
it can
on.
make
Oh,
you.
my
It can make you much shorter and scrunched up. You want to elongate. You want to look chic, and like I can see you're a minimalist. You want to just look really well put together.
She's good,
Oh,
guys.
she is
y'all need to book her.
Yeah. Wow.
She read me
Yeah, she
really
did.
quick.
That was a read, honey. I love it. So when you become a big time stylist on TV, I'm speaking this into existence because
Amen.
I know
Let's
it's
do
coming.
it.
I know it is. Are you going to have a stylist? Is a stylist going to have a stylist?
I would love to.
Really?
I have a couple homeboys that I'm like, man, just whatever you say,
Yeah.
I'll put it on, because they'll send me some things sometimes. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I would love to. But it's also nothing like being able to style for yourself,
True.
so everyday women out there know that you can do it. You don't necessarily have to have someone, but you can have someone come in and give you the foundation and then, go from there and be confident in yourself to shop for yourself and,
Absolutely.
pick things for your own closet.
Now, one thing that I think we do as makeup artists is like sometimes on the education side at least is doing beauty lessons so that a
Okay.
woman maybe in 30 minutes or an hour can kind of perfect her own beauty look.
Right.
Is this something that can be translated on the styling side? Like for instance, can you go into a woman's home with the things that she already has in her closet and kind of help her?
Most definitely.
Oh, okay.
So that is a part of some services that I do offer is the
Awesome.
closet consultation.
Yes.
So the closet consultation goes with, the body type conversation and, what we talk about as far as your confidence. So
Yeah.
I'll go into the closet and say, okay, well, based on what we discussed and how I view your body type, your personality, let's take a look.
Yeah.
And then we just go through.
I love that. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Any other questions, ma'am?
I'm thinking. I think I need a stylist now because I feel like I buy the same things and I have an issue with like switching it up.
Okay.
Like just recently I ordered like a pink kind of I guess like silk ruffly top and I would have never picked that ever. And my godmother was like, "You need to do this," and I was just
So
like,
you're getting out of your comfort zone.
I'm trying.
That's
Did you
But
like the top?
I like it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm probably gonna wear it with like some basic jeans because I have to have like that whole basics.
But
like,
it sounds like it balances.
Yeah,
If it's,
statement.
pink and silk and kind of, vibrant,
flowy,
like you
right.
said, statement. And then you have the jeans that are simple.
Yeah.
That's great.
okay, y'all making me feel better because she gets on me.
You
'cause I'm
gotta- yeah,
always
you gotta
dark
balance it out.
tones,
Don't-
dark colors.
You can't do like crazy on top, crazy on
Yeah.
bottom. I don't know. That's how I feel. I like to balance things, So
It just made me cringe because I'm usually like dark white or nude
Okay.
or blue, navy blue.
But also, if that is your signature, then
Yeah,
that's your
don't change it.
signature. Everyone, that's one thing too. You should have a signature style.
And then you see other
So-
people and it's like, oh, she looks so cute in that lime green.
But
I
that's
wish.
her.
That's her style.
Like, it's so
if
cute.
you want to be subdued, you can.
See amethyst.
Because you have other things that kind of do this more. Your nails are always immaculate. Your jewelry pieces, your makeup. So you have more statement things, and that's why I think that you keep it kind of basic on the clothing side because those things can do the talking. So that's how I interpret it. I don't
But
think
see,
you
I'm
need
so
lime
OCD.
green.
My nails are the same color every time.
They're not always that pure white.
Okay, well, I have different shades of white.
Yeah,
It's still white.
Nice.
hilarious.
Serious.
But that's
I
you,
can
Kenny.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love
boring.
that. But I love that you have your signature, and that's
Help me
Yeah.
not be myself.
No,
I need to get a
no.
stylist.
No.
hey. Well, if you want
Be
to
yourself.
if you want to trickle outside the box, we could definitely
Okay, we'll
talk
have to get
about
together.
that.
And now that you've described your signature style, this is the last thing I guess that we'll do before the Tip Tuesday. How do you describe your signature style?
Oh, my signature style, I'd say, is quirky chic. So, I really love to go outside the box, but like I said, I like to balance something classic with something kind
Yeah.
of random and quirky at the same time. So it might be a T-shirt that has a statement. It might be accessories. I love accessories. It might be a cool jacket with fringe on it.
Yeah.
I love to layer when it's not 135 degrees outside.
Absolutely.
So yeah, quirky chic. So something unexpected with something simple.
I like that. Awesome. Well, at this point in time, I guess it's time for Tip Tuesday.
I'm thinking of my tip.
So at this portion of the show, we actually offer some type of tip, nothing too extravagant, but that our viewers can actually hold on to for the next week. So
Oh, nice.
some tip that you like to share.
Okay.
I guess I'll start. For me, y'all, it's drink your water. Okay, as Mercedes just mentioned, especially if you're in Texas, it's about 135 degrees, for real. And you want to make sure that you're hydrating. Not only that, but it impacts your skin, your joints, your body in general. You just need to be hydrated, y'all. And also, just it's not cute to be thirsty in life and in general.
Bloop.
Okay. Yes.
I love it.
I'm thinking.
You know we do this every week. You still thinking?
Black Glamourotti. She
Okay.
let her go before
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Wow. First off, thank you guys for having me. This was so great.
This
I
was
appreciate
fun.
it.
Yes.
My tip would just be like, with style, don't be afraid to be yourself.
That's good.
And don't be afraid to, if yourself is different, just step outside the box.
Yeah.
Just try something new and own it
Yes.
and love it.
I love that you said that. So I'm a big Issa Rae fan. Are you familiar with her? So,
What kind of question is that?
Well, I mean, sometimes people aren't into tea. I don't know. You never know. Anyway, so I've been following her since her YouTube days. She started with something
Same
called Awkward
here.
Black
Yes,
Girl and
completely.
making a space of her own and
Yes.
just being true to herself. And now she's on so many platforms,
There
but
you
namely
go.
HBO. And she's also having a couple of films in the work presently and also executive producing a couple of other pieces. But anyway, she's doing the dang thing. And it's all because she was true to herself.
That's it.
I
I
love
used to
that.
love Ratchet Piece Theater.
Yes.
She did. That's really, I was like, oh, she's crazy. I love it.
I love her. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm with you.
I'm gonna circle back to something we said before with the undergarments. So make sure that they're fitting properly. Make sure, because even if you think somebody can't see it, we can see it.
True.
That's very
True.
true. So
Speaking from a person that works in corporate, you want to have you have on tight pants and tight underwear, sis. It's
step up the thong game, maybe.
I mean, just
Or
have
if you don't
some
want
that
to wear
fit.
them, yeah.
Because
get
you
some.
that whole spring cleaning closet, would you say closet
Clean out. Yeah.
sis, just Victoria's Secret always has a sale.
Yeah. So since you're frequently cleaning out your closet, where are you taking your pieces so people can go snatch them up?
I take
wanna
them
see
to the
something
women's
cute?
shelter.
Aw.
I don't want to resell them. I don't want nobody to buy them, which I really am afraid that I'm really not helping anybody because I don't know who else is this small. But hey, I do my best. So that's what I do. I don't want to take them to Goodwill, Buffalo Exchange, which if that's what you want to do, that's exciting. But I think we have something like through my mom's church where they go and help women with find jobs and stuff, and they have to have, of course, clothes to do that. So that's where I take my clothes.
And
to.
you never know. Everybody's not a size 10. Although that's a common size of a lot of American women. That's not everyone. So a
Everybody's
lot
not
of women
Chicken
are,
Little either, Amethyst.
But still, what I'm
goodness.
saying is
Chicken
there is a
Little.
range, and they need to have
very
options for
true.
people within the range. So you're doing great work.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
That's
Well, y'all,
amazing.
it's been a pleasure chatting with y'all for this last hour, essentially. Ooh, we had a long show today. You know what? Time flies when you're having fun. And what can we say? Miss
Seriously.
Mercedes was really just giving us a
A good
lot of
time.
good, information to go on. So, once again, if you'd like to find any of us on Instagram or Facebook, with the exception of Miss Kimby, you can find me at Amethyst Black Artistry.
Mercedes Harrell.
And at Naturally Can Be.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in, and y'all have a blessed week.
See you guys next
Bye.
week. Bye.